Hey guys, it's SimQueen, and today I'm doing a collab with xCountrySimsx. Basically, I am doing the build of the house, and then she is doing the furnishing. I find that in most of my collabs, I've been doing the furnishing, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to try building. I'm just doing a small suburban type house. I didn't want to do anything too crazy or too large. Neither of us really had the time in our schedules to do a really elaborate home, so I'm calling it the Sweet Suburban. So I did go off of a picture from Google. Usually what I do is I go onto Google, I find a picture that I like, and then I start building and eventually just take off with my own idea. So that's kind of how this started out. I was trying to use mostly base game and season stuff. I didn't want to clutter it up with too many packs because I wasn't exactly sure which packs she had. So it was a bit of a challenge, but also an enjoyable one, I think. Like I kind of had fun limiting myself a little bit and trying not to go too crazy. It's easier to limit yourself when you're just going by building and not by furnishing. So the shape of the house came together at the end, or not the end, I guess. Right away I actually changed the shape just a little bit right there. I closed that off, got rid of that bay window. I wasn't really feeling it. I didn't want the roofing to be too complex. I kind of had a vision for just something a little more simple. So yeah, I just thought maybe if I went off of this picture on Google, I would kind of end up with exactly what I saw, but it never works that way. I always look at the picture, I'm like, oh, that looks great, I want to do that exactly. But then somewhere along the way, I'm like, okay, got it from here, thanks. And I just continue. It's kind of the same for when I cook using a recipe. I always start with what the recipe says, and then I just take off in my own little world. That's exactly how my building style is too. So I did like some little brick stairs there, and I was kind of going for like, maybe it's a little bit of an older home, but also kind of cute, and maybe a little bit updated in some spots. Like the windows look new, but like the brick stairs and the chimney that I eventually put in, I thought maybe those could be just a little bit of an older style. I played around with like a window to put there. I wasn't sure if I liked the look of the big window, so I actually went with the ones from Cats and Dogs, or just the one, I guess, that circular window. So I put that in, added a chimney over on that side, and I've been doing that a lot lately, actually. I haven't made a build where I didn't put in a chimney, but I don't know, I think that it makes it look more realistic, and it just kind of adds that detail, and it looks really good with a chimney. So yeah, I had really fun with this. It was definitely weird for me to build a house and not furnish it. At the end, I was like, wow, that's it? Like, I'm done? It took me about 35 minutes or so. It didn't take very long. But yeah, at the end, I was definitely feeling like I'm supposed to furnish this. Like, it just felt so foreign to me to not finish it off with furnishing. But I like the idea of being able to put together a house and even like a backyard area. I didn't do much. I put a couple trees around, but just kind of come up with a design for a house and then see what somebody else has in mind for it. Because when you're building it, you can't help but picture in your mind where you would put things or how things would be, especially when it comes to the floor plan. You kind of have an idea of how it's going to be in your mind and you go with that. But what's kind of interesting is that people usually have different ideas, and it's definitely very interesting to see what people come up with on their own. So I'm excited to see what xCountrySimsx comes up with in terms of like the floor plan and the furnishing. I mean, I did do the floor plan, but in terms of where she would put certain rooms, because I mean, in my head, I kind of knew what I would do, but I'm much more interested to see what she would do. So the outside of the house is pretty much done. I just added like a little back deck, not even a back deck, just a couple of steps really. I didn't do a deck at all for this house. I did make it a pretty large yard though. The yard is probably the same size as the house. It's not a very big house. It turned out to be 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. And then inside the house, I actually realized that this layout of the house turned out to be quite similar to the house that I just did for my Halloween build, the Michael Myers house. I don't know how it turned out that way, but yeah, it's quite similar. The upstairs, I kind of struggled. You're gonna see me struggle a bit. I had the idea of doing like an open floor concept to kind of like what's it called? An indoor balcony type thing where you can go upstairs and look down below. But the space was just too small. I did play around with it a little bit because I was insistent. I wanted to make that work so badly, but it just wasn't working out. And trying to fit the rooms in and everything like that, it was a bit of a task. So I think you'll see me try it one more time, that open concept, and then I finally got rid of it. I was like, oh, never mind. None of it looks right. Yeah, it just didn't look good with the fence there, because you can overlook down into the living room area, but it just, I don't know. It wasn't what I pictured. So I actually got rid of that idea and didn't do like an indoor balcony at all. I think I actually may have changed the floor plan just a little bit. No, actually, this is the floor plan I went with. What's kind of unfortunate is I don't know what the master bedroom would be. I wasn't really sure. They're kind of the same size, so that might be a little bit trickier. But the downstairs, I think, is pretty good. It worked out pretty well. You can see right now I'm deciding, like, should I close that off? And then, yeah, I do. It didn't look right. So, yeah, close that all off. I had to fix the roof a little bit because it was clipping into the house, which I hate. I usually have so much trouble getting rid of that, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. I did add a fireplace in there. She can definitely move it if she would like to, but it kind of matches up where the chimney is. And now I'm just closing off the backyard. I did do like a little driveway and a pathway, and then I thought I would do a little bit of the landscaping as well. She can definitely add some more if she wants to, but I think just to make the house look complete, I needed to add just a few things. So I used these little bushes, and I think I added a tree in the backyard as well, like a really big tree. I always have to have trees, I don't know why. Oh yeah, the dirt detail as well. That actually adds so much, I think. That just that little minor detail of putting some dirt underneath plants and bushes and these walkways too. I just think it adds something. It adds texture and depth, and it makes it look a little bit more realistic and a little bit more in place. So yeah, I definitely had to add that in there as well. I put in a gate at the end of the driveway. It's not centered though in the middle of the driveway, which kind of was bothering me, but if I were to expand the driveway, it wouldn't be any better. And if I were to shorten it, then it wouldn't be wide enough for a car to go in there. Not that we have cars yet. I fully believe we are getting them. I think they've been hinting at it with this new Get Famous stuff. But yeah, I don't think a car would fit on a small driveway like that. So I just lined some bushes up along the side there. And then I think after this, I went into the backyard and added a couple of larger trees. I think I just put, oh yeah, the rocks. I forgot I did that too. I was going to do it on the other side of the stairs there, but it just didn't look right with the pathway, so I didn't include that. And oh yeah, I put an outside light there as well, just like a tiny little detail there. And just some finishing touches for the backyard and the foundation as well. And yeah, that is pretty much it for the Sweet Suburban. Make sure to check out xCountrySimsx video. I will link her channel in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.